Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
In today's video, we're coming at you from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, where we'll be showing you everything we can about what this iconic Vegas resort has to offer.
If you followed our channel for a while, you may recall our previous stay at MGM Grand was a short one. And due to that, we could only cover so much. In that video, we promised that we'd be back to check out some more of the things that we missed, and we're happy to be able to finally deliver on that promise.
So get ready for a taste of MGM Grand in 2025 as we show you even more of their dining and lounges, their expansive pool complex, their newest attractions, as well as a complete room tour.
As always, along the way, we'll be providing you with our honest thoughts and opinions on whether or not we think MGM Grand is worth your time and money on your next Las Vegas vacation.
Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot to show you on today's episode of James and Paul Try It All. Now, before we start, we want to let you know that we were not compensated or hosted by MGM to make this video. All opinions are our own, and they do reflect our experience at the time of our visit. Your experience may vary, and as always, we encourage you to form your own opinions based on the video. Now, let's get to our stay at MGM Grand.
Alrighty, friends, we have just arrived here at MGM Grand. Now, before we go about the rest of our day, which is filming a whole bunch of other content, we're going to start off with some breakfast. Now, admittedly, we have been waffling back and forth on this, no pun intended, whether we would dine here or not, but we've decided, after all, we're going to check out Netflix Bites. We've heard so many mixed reviews from influencers, content creators, some good, some bad. We decided, let's find out for ourselves. So let's see if Netflix Bites is worth the price.
All right, everyone, we have just gotten seated here at Netflix Bites here at the MGM Grand. This is a beautiful restaurant.
I think we disagree on that, but that's okay.
So we're gonna start off with some cocktails. We're gonna go ahead with an appetizer, and we're gonna order one breakfast entree and one lunch entree.
Paul might think Netflix Bites is super cute, and it's fine, but also the atmosphere to me says a hospital cafeteria, but more colorful.
We can agree to disagree. I think this is kind of cute.
Our cocktails have arrived. I have gone with the too hot to handle. So this one's gonna be made with absolute habanero infused vodka. That's a solid Bloody Mary. I've had better.
Now, for my cocktail, I decided to go with the Mind Flayer. It's got a beautiful little cotton candy cloud on it. So the Mind Flayer is going to be Maker's Mark bourbon, lemon juice, blackberries. This drink is unique. Not a huge fan of bourbon, but I actually kind of like what they've done with this cocktail.
I think bourbon and fruit mix really well.
I can see why it would.
Any host here?
Yep.
She just wants you to spin the wheel. Whatever color it lands on, it's the sauce you're supposed to take.
I love a good wheel spin.
All right.
Okay, so our appetizer has come out, and this is the red bite, green bite. It comes with these beer battered chicken pieces, which I will say, having seen other people showcase this, the gimmick of this appetizer is there are 3 different sauces. You spin the wheel, and that determines what sauce you dip your chicken into. Now, the first one is going to be a herb aioli. The second one is going to be a sriracha mustard, which is medium. And the third one is going to be a gochujang, which is red. Let's spin the wheel. Okay, herb aioli. Let's give that a bite.
Oh, I heard the crunch from over here, though. The crunch.
I'm getting a little hint of the herb, but it is your basic aioli. Sriracha mayo. Let's go.
Sriracha mustard.
Sriracha mustard. Maybe the cocktail is getting to me. Let's give that a...
Sure. Blame it on alcohol.
Now, it is just basically your standard yellow mustard with a hint of sriracha in it. And I think the sriracha just gives it a little something extra. I should just start mixing sriracha in my mustard.
Let's see if we can get it right. Come on.
Oh, come on, Red.
There we go.
It's Vegas. You could rig the rules a bit.
Ooh, that's delightful. Unless you're really spice averse, it's not that bad. I would put it on the same level as like a medium buffalo wing.
Now, I decided to go with the WWE Smash Burger. Oklahoma-style onion smash double patty mania. Signature move is pickles, American cheese, and royal sauce on a brioche bun. Let's get ready to rumble. So let's give this a bite. Is this the best smash burger? Absolutely not. Is this flavorful? Yes. If you just want a smash burger and you want some comfort food, this isn't a bad option.
So we went with the Mushu Denver, which is something that I saw on the menu and decided that we absolutely had to try. The Mushu Denver is a breakfast skillet with slab bacon, breakfast sausage, Spam, jalapenos, bell peppers, onions, and tater tots, and served with hoisin sauce and crepes. All in all, fun. I think it's actually pretty darn delicious. It's not your standard American bacon and eggs. It's something that's very uniquely, in this case, Netflix bites. Would I come back for it? Probably not. But I'm definitely glad I got it.
Now, one deal we want to point out at MGM Grand is Tap Sports Bar, which features a 3 for $33 deal Wednesday through Friday. I know that deals are harder to come by in Vegas, but this is definitely one to point out. Now, if you're entering from the Strip, you can also grab yourself a cocktail at the Centrifuge Bar. And if you're looking for a buffet, the MGM Grand Buffet does exist. Your mileage may vary, but food halls have replaced buffets for a reason. And if you're looking for mid-range options, MGM Grand offers Crush as well as Grand Walk. Both are mid-price and offer options for casual dining.
All right, guys, it's time for the room tour. Let's check out the recently remodeled rooms here at MGM Grand. Now, as always, we're gonna start the room tour off with my favorite part of the room tour, and that's the bathroom. Let's check it out. I will be the first to admit that MGM Grand's bathrooms leave a little bit to be desired. There's nothing special about them. There's nothing unique. It's fine. It has everything you need. We've got a fairly decent sized vanity here with I guess I'd say a moderate sized mirror. You got these nice lights lining the side. So it's not super bright, but just enough to do what you need to do to get ready. You get some tissues, a little cosmetic mirror here. I do have to stress, it is kind of small. It gets the job done. I'm just used to them being much bigger. You've got your body lotion, your hand wash. I will give credit where credit's due. MGM properties in general are really good about providing you some decent soaps and lotions. So go MGM. I love that you guys offer a decent premium product. Couple glasses there for you for, of course, brushing your teeth. Down below, we've got some washcloths, some towels, some extra tissue, some extra toilet paper, and of course, a hair dryer. Now, moving over here to my left and your right, we've got the shower. I'm happy to say it is a full shower door, not some stupid half glass partition that's wide open where water's gonna get out everywhere on the floor. I absolutely hate that, and it seems so many Vegas hotels are doing that when they remodel rooms lately. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the water pressure, because I know that's important to a lot of you. I'll just turn this guy on. It's nothing special. It's getting hot fairly quick, in my experience, from what I'm feeling right now. It seem like it's taking too long, but it's not like super hard pressure. You also have got your shampoo, your conditioner, and your body wash in there. One thing I want to point out here in the bathroom, the more standard rooms at MGM Grand that I admittedly am not a fan of, is the towel hooks kind of to the left and right of the shower. First, I feel like they're just in a very awkward place to begin with. So when you're getting out of the shower, you really have to reach to get your towel. And frankly, I just don't think that they hold up the towels that well anyway. I would personally just rather have a good old-fashioned towel bar to place a towel, even on the wall. For those of you who watch our channel regularly, do you know that this is one of the most important parts of the hotel tour? This is the flush test. When in Vegas and you are enjoying all sorts of heavy, delicious foods or way too much alcohol, you know that you're gonna need a toilet that has the power to flush away the solids. So let's see how it works. I would say that it's an above average flush. I'm gonna give it a 6.75 on the flush meter. So nothing amazing. It's not like airplane level suction there. It does the job there, so nothing too bad. Now, also you got this cute little piece of art that looks like very disco ball inspired. That seems to be the kind of the theme that they're going with. There's like this kind of weird modern cosmic disco feel to it. Now located directly outside the bathroom, we've got our closet here. Above the closet, you're gonna have the hall lights. This is it for what the light in this main entry hall here. The room, I feel like, could use a little bit more light overall, but let's check out the closet. Decent size. Now inside you've got your full length mirror, not a great one. It's kind of small, kind of reminds me of something you pick up at IKEA, but it will get the job done. Inside the closet, they've got plenty of hangers here for you. A laundry bag in case you do want to, indulge in laundry service. We've got a luggage rack down here. Full ironing board, iron in case you need to press your clothes, especially if you're going out for a nice dinner. We also have your in-room safe, which is, I'd say, reasonably sized. I will always say, use it at your own discretion. Anywhere, not just Vegas. Literally any hotel in the world. Hotel room safes are not always as secure as you think that they might be. So obviously use it at your own discretion. We generally prefer locking luggage. All right, continuing the room tour, we've got your TV here, with an assortment of channels. I've already scouted out that they've got Cartoon Network, so I'm happy because that's what I like to watch on TV. We don't have cable at home. We cut the cord years ago. And so I always miss Cartoon Network. So whenever I stay at a hotel anywhere, that's the first thing I look for. I was saying to Paul earlier when we first got here that I thought this was a little weird. These cabinets are cabinets, but they have drawers inside of them. I don't know why that bothers me, but it really does. Just have drawers. Don't put drawers inside of cabinets. It seems weird. All I can think about is like Russian nesting dolls there. Storage inside of storage. Moving over to this other cabinet, I'm very happy to say that while they do have a mini bar, they also do give you a little mini cooler here connected to it. It's not huge, but there's enough room to store some water bottles, Gatorades, some leftovers. And this was something that MGM Grand did not previously offer in standard rooms. Up top, we got this, what kind of looks like, I think, faux granite. I doubt this would be actual granite, but it's cute. Got a couple smart waters, some Pringles, and some beef jerky on some weighted sensors. Just know that if you remove those generally more than 30 seconds, you will be charged for them. Best bet is just don't touch them. We've got our ice bucket, which we will go and get some ice here shortly. And a work desk here with a, I do actually gotta say, I kind of love, these style of lamps. It always reminds me of just very classic desk lamps, but you got a pretty big workspace here. So if you're like us and you bring a laptop to work with and you need to maybe occasionally bust out and do your actual job, you've got a space to do it. We've got a couple comfy chairs here and a little table in case you want to sit back, relax, maybe have a little meal in room here. Now coming over here to our nightstands, we've got some more storage space in here, a little bit bigger than what we found under the entertainment center area. However, there's a little storage cubby down below. Got your in-room telephone, some earplugs, which in the past staying at MGM Grand, I can't say I've ever noticed a need for earplugs, so I'm actually now a little concerned as to why they're giving this to us. Basically, the other nightstands to be very similar, just no phone on that side. Now, we have these cool lights here that I kind of love this glass that's in front of it, meant to look almost like water or waves. Switches are gonna be down here. Look. There we go. This is the only place those switches are at. There is no switch for any of the actual in-room lights at the entryway. We have more of this kind of like cosmic disco art here. I don't know if the camera's able to see this because it's kind of dark over here, but it says follow the call of the disco ball. I don't quite understand the theme, and trust me, I love weird avant-garde kooky shit, but I don't quite get it. So, maybe if you get it, let me know in the comments because I'm curious to hear your interpretation. Now, it's time for the bed test. We've got a king-size bed here that we're gonna share, and if I remember correctly, the last time we stayed at MGM Grand, that we found the beds to be quite comfortable. Let's give it a little jumpy jump and see how we fare. Yeah, it's good. It's firm yet kind of soft. Like it definitely feels like a pillow top. It kind of squishy on the top, but still good support. I think we're gonna sleep fine. So far, the bed's pretty comfy. If you like a firmer mattress, I don't think this is gonna be exactly, what you want, but it's tolerable. Now over here by the window, we've got the AC. Currently, we've got it pretty much cranked as low as it will let us go. Previously, when we stayed at MGM Grand, we didn't have any issues with the AC, but we were a little concerned about that because it is the middle of summer, well, tail end of summer right now, and it's still hot as balls outside. But so far, it's blowing nice cold air. I would say overall the room is fairly comfortable. I do wish there was some better circulation in here. It is slightly stuffy, but it's not unbearable. I don't think it's gonna prevent us from sleeping. Now, that being said, let's take a look at our view. Now, Paul and I did get a strip view room. Now, this was acquired mostly through comps. There was obviously some taxes and fees associated with it. So we wanted a decent view of the strip. New York, Park MGM, Cosmo and Aria over here in the distance, looking gorgeous. We can see the Polo Towers over here. And of course, we've got the Manor over here at MGM Grand, where all the fancy millionaires and billionaires like to stay. All in all, I think I like the remodel of the room. To me, it doesn't feel terribly different than the room that we had the last time we stayed here at MGM Grand, but the remodel feels nice. It feels fresh, it feels modern. I think it's very subtle though. Like there's not a lot of theme to it besides this kind of very vague, weird disco theme that they're going for. And frankly, I'm thinking if you wanted to go into like the cosmic disco theme, lean into it heavily. Don't just, do a little smatter of it. Just go all out. Give us a disco ball in the room, that would be awesome. I want optional disco ball to descend from the ceiling at the flick of a switch. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that room tour of the newly remodeled rooms here at MGM Grand. Now, Paul and I are in town filming other content this weekend. We're here for the next 3 nights. This is a very short trip for us. So for the first 2 nights, admittedly, we're gonna be off property, filming other stuff that we came to cover specifically. But we are going to devote our last day here entirely to MGM Grand. So for now, we're gonna say we'll see you guys in a little bit. For you, it's gonna be 1 second. For us, it's gonna be 2 nights. And we're gonna see you on Saturday where we're gonna check out the pool here at MGM Grand because we've never done that before. We're super stoked. We love a lazy river. Can't wait to experience it. We're also gonna have dinner at Luchini. So there's so much more to come. Please don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more MGM Grand after these messages.
Before we continue, we want to take a moment to extend our sincere gratitude to Glenn and Kelly Santa, who have gone above and beyond in their efforts to support our channel as of late through several different methods. Thank you, Glenn and Kelly. I can't put into words how much your support and friendship means to us. If you enjoy our videos and you'd like to help support the channel, please consider donating to our PayPal at the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. You can also donate through YouTube by clicking the Super Thanks button. Your continued support is immeasurable to us. Hi there, everyone. I really hope that you're enjoying today's video. If you are, please take a moment to hit that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, why not hit that little bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. These small actions may not seem like much to you, but really they help our channel out immeasurably. The YouTube will push our videos out to more viewers just like you and help us be seen as well as grow. Thank you guys so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And make sure to tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for more videos from Las Vegas, theme parks, cruising, and beyond. Hi there, everyone. Future James and Paul here, at least compared to what you just saw in the video. Time travel's weird. Anyway, we're now back. We've completed filming the other stuff we need to film. So we're gonna spend the rest of the time here at MGM Grand, and we're off to the pool. And the last time we stayed here at MGM Grand, we couldn't really hit the pool because it was middle of January. We weren't interested in freezing our butts off. Come along and let's see what they've got to offer.
So we are here at the MGM Grand Pool Complex, and I just have to first say, this is a massive, massive pool complex. There are many different pools, but first things first, as we're out here, I do have to say, I am dumb. There's something about Vegas that just gets to you because I couldn't remember our room number, so I do have to give MGM props here for having really attentive servers, really attentive drinks. I also want to say the prices here at the MGM pool, yes, you are going to pay a strip markup, but for a 32-ounce beverage at $34, when Caesars is charging almost a whole $40, I'm not mad at that. I also want to say I'm very happy that MGM Grand does have lockers. Yes, they are $20, but I really do feel that this is essential for any Las Vegas pool. When you have a giant complex like this, you want to go explore the pools, you want to go enjoy your time, but you also don't want your valuables just getting swiped.
So I went with a standard Moscow Mule because I'm a sucker for a Moscow Mule, and this is cool and refreshing, crisp, and it's served in a cute little lion. For only like $2 more, you get the lion instead of the normal 32-ounce. And frankly, if that's the only price difference, I'd rather have the lion. So I'm not really one for souvenir cups, but this one's definitely going on the shelf at home.
So I decided to go with the cucumber cooler. Oh my God, that's refreshing. Perfect for just being out by a pool. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy our beverages, but we can also take them along with us because we've got
A little handy lanyard.
little handy lanyard.
5 minutes later.
So unlike the Mandalay Bay pool where they do have a complimentary tube filling station, they will charge you $10 here at MGM Grand to fill up your tubes for you.
Or you can just do it the freeway and use your God-given lungs.
I'd rather pay the $10 personally, but my husband's being stubborn. I suppose he's being frugal, saving us $20, which, good for him. But still, let's just hope he doesn't pass out from lack of oxygen.
Moments later.
See, the power of the lungs. Yes, now I gotta do number 2. I'll be back with you later.
A few minutes later.
I will say this is a lot of fun.
I do love a lazy river, but this one's a little lazier than I like it to be. I wish there was a little bit more force.
I am all for frugality, but we did have a little bit of an inner tube mishap earlier.
Yeah, that's like I said. Just pay the $10 per tube.
Yeah, so if you're coming out here, just pay the $10 per tube. Don't be dumb like me. As I said in our Mandalay Bay video, you live, you learn, and then you Las Vegas. I'm just saying. But the cocktails are good.
And they're in a cute Leo the Lion cup.
I know, the Lion Cup is really what's selling this.
Watching the monorail go past always makes me think of Disney.
It really does. Let us know in the comments. Do any of you get Disneyland vibes seeing the monorail go past? Or Disney World if you're on the East Coast?
So we're about to, I think, make about a full circle here on the Lazy River. So far, my thoughts are, I think I like the Lazy River Mandalay Bay better. It moves a little bit quicker. In our experience, it wasn't this congested. I think I like Mandalay Bay better than I like MGM Grand. At least that's my initial thoughts. But, I don't remember Leo the Lion at Mandalay Bay.
I prefer Mandalay Bay a little bit better as well.
So as we were enjoying our time at the pool, we discovered that they have one of our favorite things, alcoholic Dole Whip. Let's go check it out.
Now, one thing I do want to say about the MGM Grand Pool is they do have Dole Whip. Now, you can get your Dole Whip with rum if you want to be awesome like that. Let's give this a sip. Maybe mix it up first because this is straight rum. Okay, now we're properly mixed. Let's give it a sip. This isn't too bad. Maybe it needs a little more mixing. It's almost like drilling for oil.
So how do you think about your Dole Whip?
It doesn't mix really well when you put all the rum on the bottom. So the first few sips are pretty much all nothing but rum. I had to grab a plastic spoon and really mix it up because the straw was not doing the trick. I think it's slightly better now, but you can still kind of see on the bottom that it's just a lot of rum sitting on the bottom.
We were told by the bartender by the back side of the pool complex that they are only offering Dole Whip at the Cabana bar. So when you get here at the MGM Grand Pool, your Dole Whip option should be right by the front, but I do highly recommend giving it a shot.
5 minutes later.
So my dumb ass decided to just sit here holding my little
So you did not decide to plop down into a chair.
Plop down in a chair and it splashed right all over me.
And what splash was his Dole Whip all over him.
Dole Whip and rum.
Because he doesn't ever think.
I don't ever think. It's so...
There is nothing
so
up there.
No.
Smooth brain. He is my...
Like a cat.
Yeah. He's my little himbo, and I love him.
It is so true, though. Let's be real.
There are two brain cells.
There really are, and I'm going to be 100% honest.
All he knows is fine dining and breathing.
I'll be back. I'm going to go wash this off.
All mishaps aside, if you've stuck with us this far, thank you.
All right, everyone. So we just finished up at the pool at MGM Grand.
So I got the drunk munchies.
We got the drunk munchies, and we had to just stop at the MGM Grand food court. The food court options are just very minimal and subpar. So we decided to stop at Bonnano's Pizza. It is stupid expensive.
A stromboli, a slice of pizza, and a soda cost us almost $40.
Yeah, that's a little pricey.
Sometimes, overpriced pizza sounds really good.
So I went with one of their sausage strombolis. Cheers. Now, as always, this is very middle of the road. I always like to go with the stromboli when I'm here. So if you ever just get in the mood and you want to pay $14 for a stromboli, Just stop in here.
All right, folks, I've got a standard supreme slice here with peppers, onions, pepperoni, mushrooms. All right, give it a taste. It's fine, don't get me wrong, it hits the spot, but it tastes like a Red Baron pizza. Better quality than that, don't get me wrong, the crust is actually better, but it tastes like that. Like, honestly, the taste is almost identical to a Red Baron Supreme pizza. But you know what, I am drunk, I want something to eat, you know, don't judge me.
I'm curious to know, is this like Red Baron?
Yes.
Oh, I am doing the Stefan thing because here's the thing. The bell peppers are what make it taste like a Red Baron pizza. It's the bell peppers.
It is the bell peppers. It absolutely tastes like a Supreme pizza from Red Baron.
It really does. You know what though? After Pull Munchies, this is the best thing ever.
I never thought I'd taste that flavor again.
Stay tuned, we'll be back with more from MGM Grand. We have an awesome dinner coming up.
Alrighty, everyone. Now we have just freshened up after the pool and changed for dinner. Before we do head to dinner, though, we wanted to bring your attention to a new attraction here at MGM Grand. The Friends Experience has recently opened here at MGM Grand. And so if you're a fan of that classic NBC sitcom, this is going to be an absolutely amazing experience for you guys. Now, I will be honest, Paul and I are not fans of Friends. Paul's really never watched the show, and I've watched enough to know that it's not my thing. Now, while we debated visiting ourselves, we realized after much discussion that neither Paul nor I could do this justice because we're not fans of the show, and we don't want to, you know, essentially come off as either A, condescending, or B, just insulting to those of you that enjoy Friends. If you like it, that's great. This is an experience. I think it starts around 40 to 50. Essentially what the Friends experience is gonna be is a social media friendly walkthrough exhibit with recreations of the set, some props, and of course a cute little gift shop. You know, you always gotta have a cute little gift shop. Let's go take a look inside the gift shop at least. We've got a human-sized t-shirt, cute little coffee mug. I mean, that was definitely a big thing on the show. Coffee. Who doesn't love coffee? I don't trust people who don't love coffee. Actually, I do kind of like this because I love a giant coffee mug. Like, all coffee mugs need to be big. I want to feel like 2 servings of coffee. Oh, okay, that's cute. The apron. Yeah, that's pretty cute. I know this is a reference, but I don't know what kind of reference it is.
If you're looking for Italian-American food at the MGM Grand, brought to you by Tao Hospitality Group, is Luchini. Let's go ahead and check them out.
Alrighty, everyone, we've been seated here at Luchini, and we've got our cocktails and our appetizers. We've got their house-made focaccia bread here. Dunk it. Marinara is actually quite good in my opinion. There's a very subtle sweetness, but there's it's very basil forward. Good olive oil taste to it. That's yummy. All right, guys, time for the meatballs. Now, I love a good meatball. Comes in an order of 3. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a piece of it real quick. Let's give this a tasty taste. The meatball, though, is really good. Will I say they're as good as Oscar's meatballs? Absolutely not. Oscar's Steakhouse has the best meatballs I've had in Vegas, but these are really good. They're very reminiscent of, in my mind, homemade meatballs.
My turn to try these meatballs. Let's dig in. Let's go ahead and give it a bite. I'm loving the house-made ricotta.
Yeah.
The house-made ricotta is delicious. They're well balanced. Not completely knock your socks off, but these are perfectly acceptable.
Time for salad. Now we went with their classic Caesar salad because frankly, I love a Caesar salad and we were told that this is a very popular menu item. So let's give it a taste. We all know what Caesar salad is. It's not the best Caesar salad I've had, but the dressing itself I think is actually lacking a little bit of flavor. I need it to be more pungent. I need it to be more briny, fishy. The strongest flavor in the dressing I'm getting is lemon.
My turn to try this Caesar salad. Let's give it a bite. It's a basic Caesar salad. I think the dressing's okay, but it's not like really a knock your socks off Caesar salad.
Our entrees have arrived. Now we've gone with 2 entrees here, of course. The linguine with clams and the chicken parmesan. I'm gonna start with the linguine with clams. It's one of my favorite pasta dishes. I'm very excited. It's been a while. All right. Pasta's perfectly al dente. Great garlic flavor to it. A little bit of crunchy breadcrumbs on top. The clams are lovely. I don't think it's the best I've ever had. Actually, I know it's not the best. I've made better. Paul's made better. But you know what? For an Italian restaurant here at MGM Grand, I'm not going to complain.
Here, I'm gonna try this chicken parm. Well, let's go ahead and get a little cut. Okay, it cuts beautifully. I'm definitely getting a good Parmesan flavor from it, so promising sign. Now, the chicken parm itself is great. Marinara, just okay in my opinion. For Italian-American food here at MGM Grand, it does pass the vibe check.
We hope that you enjoyed this small taste of what Luchini has to offer. While it was just okay, we did also check out their speakeasy, Chez Bippy, but that will be saved for a future video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.
All right, everyone, we are back up in our room after our dinner at Luchini, and we wanted to go ahead and give you our final thoughts on our stay at MGM Grand since we've already been here a few nights. We think the room remodel is decent, but it's also not mind-blowing. The refresh here definitely feels modern and updated, but also it feels a little confusing. As I think I've mentioned somewhere else in this video, I don't know if I quite understand the concept they were going for of cosmic disco from what I could tell.
They said it was going to have a disco theme. And yeah, you could see touches of disco, but it's very subtle.
Other than that, it still feels very similar to what was here previously. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No. The room's still comfortable. The AC works well. Good reception with lots of channels. The bed's comfortable. I can't really ask for much more. I do want to say, in retrospect, I think the water pressure in the shower leaves a lot to be desired. Now, I know I showed in the room tour where I tested it, and with, just my hand, and it felt okay. But after showering here for 3 days, I realized it's not that strong.
I will give them props though for no half glass partition.
The other thing I do want to, of course, give them props for is providing a mini fridge that's not a mini bar.
Now, as for the pool area, we finally got to try the pool here at MGM Grand. It is a huge pool complex. It is big. However, I have to give a slight edge to Mandalay Bay. I feel like when I'm using the pool at Mandalay Bay, it feels like I'm having a day at the beach. When I'm using the pool here at MGM Grand, it feels like I'm just using a pool. I still had a great time at the pool. Yes. I would totally recommend coming here, if you want to have a great pool day.
That all being said, we absolutely would stay at MGM Grand again. We do recommend it. It is a good property. There's nothing wrong with it. It's comfortable, it's clean, it's reasonably priced.
And again, it is the flagship property of the MGM brand.
On that note, my friends, if you've enjoyed today's video, be sure and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to keep bringing you more full vlogs from Las Vegas, cruises, theme parks, and other travel destinations in the United States and beyond.
And we do want to say thank you so much for all of your support of the channel just by watching the content. It really means the world to us.
Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We love you. We appreciate you. And until next week, have a great one. First of our beverages have just arrived. As you know me, I always need my trifecta of beverages to hydrate, caffeinate, and inebriate, but our cocktails are still being worked on, so let's start with the coffee. Let's give it a shot. Great way to start the morning, and if you're like me, you can never have too much coffee.